If you just take a second and look around at all of the messages about what women should be eating, a lot of it's focused on low fat, low calorie, and low carb. It's not really focused on how much protein you should be eating, especially for women. Protein's always kind of this thing that a bunch of men are supposed to eat. They're supposed to bulk up, and that's kind of the feeling that we've had. And I remember learning that even as a kid. The problem with that is protein is so valuable. And so today in this video, I want to share with you why women need to eat more protein, how much protein they need to be eating, and all of the various benefits that you're going to get from increasing protein in your daily diet. The truth is, no matter what your age, your gender, your fitness goals, or how active you are every day, you need protein. Protein provides a number of amazing benefits for women of all different shapes and sizes. So first, I want to go over some really important benefits you might not know about what protein can do for you, assuming you're getting a healthy amount of it. And I know that a lot of women worry about having too much protein and how that's going to make them bulky, but that's really not the case. Women don't have the same types of hormones and testosterone levels that men have to allow them to get that bulky, and that takes a lot of work on their end too. Women need muscle mass, and that is just the term for the muscle on your body. What you will have if you maintain and even build that muscle mass as a woman is you're gonna look slim, you're gonna look toned, and you're gonna look fit. Plus, muscle requires more energy than fat. So if you have more muscle on your body, you're gonna need more energy to burn. That means you're gonna have a higher metabolism than if you had that same amount of fat instead. Protein is also really essential for healthy hair, nails, and skin. And that's because they're all made of protein, and more specifically, they're made of a structural protein called keratin. Now, in order to have increased keratin, you're gonna have to provide it the protein that it needs to be created. And if you go and you look at a bunch of hair products and skin products, you're gonna see that they add keratin into those products. But that's just trying to add it back into your system. If you're eating protein at the right levels and you already have that ability to create that keratin on your own, that is so much more superior than actually having to add it in as like a supplement later. In fact, by eating the protein and having it come through your system that way, you're gonna have a lot more success at healthy hair, nails, and skin than if you were to try to infuse it later with products. Yeah, salads are great and they're perfect for getting a bunch of vibrant and different colored veggies into your diet, but adding protein is so tasty, it keeps you satisfied, and it's gonna make your overall enjoyment of your meal so much better. Plus, as we've discussed, it's even more beneficial for your body's nutritional needs as well. Protein helps you feel full, which means you're not gonna be hungry as much. Going back to that salad idea, a salad made with just some mixed greens and a few carrots is not gonna keep you full for very long at all. You'll have to eat a lot of salad and then you're still gonna burn through that pretty quickly. However, add some protein in that salad and you're gonna feel full and satisfied for way longer. So not only are you gonna be burning more calories to break down that protein, you're also gonna digest it slower, which is gonna keep you fuller longer. So if you feel snacky a lot, chances are you're probably not getting enough protein in the meals that you're eating, because if you were, you would feel a lot fuller and that would last longer and you would be able to get from meal to meal better without feeling snacky. So we might not worry about it right now in our 20s and 30s and 40s, but as we age, women tend to have very poor bone structure and bone density. As we age, women are very susceptible to hip fractures, so having your protein now while you're young and thriving is gonna really help in the long run. It's gonna continue with you, and it's basically helping you as you age, as you grow, so that you're stronger longer. Yes, calcium is important as well, and we definitely should be focusing on calcium, but protein, believe it or not, takes up 50% of the bone density in our bodies. So it is a very important piece of strong bones. So basically, if you want to improve your overall health and look and feel amazing, protein is gonna be your best friend, especially as a woman. So the next big question is, how much protein should women be eating? So most studies suggest that for women who are sedentary and they're not super active on a daily basis, require about 0.7 to 1.0 grams of protein per pound of lean body mass. If you don't already know how to calculate your lean body mass, check out my video on how to calculate your macros, because I go into detail on how to do that for you. And that range is just a recommendation for women who aren't very active. If you have a physically active and demanding job, if you do a lot of exercise, you're gonna wanna increase the amount of protein that you have on a daily basis. And it's also recommended for older women to have even higher percentages of protein in their diet, ranging from about 0.45 to 0.6 grams of protein per pound of body weight. If you're worried about eating too much protein, actually research shows that there's no negative effect on your kidney functioning or your digestive system if you eat more protein than you need. And those studies even show that it actually helps improve overall health for healthy individuals. Personally, I target 150 grams of protein every day. And I do that based off of my age, my weight, my fitness goals, and my exercise level. But the average woman who isn't lifting weights but is mostly active should target at least 0.6 grams per pound of body weight in a day. And that roughly translates to about 50 to 80 grams a day. But since the research shows that there's no issue with having more protein than you need and there isn't a nutritional detriment to that, I would tend to err on having more protein than less. If you're looking for ways to add in more protein, the best sources are lean meats, fish, dairy, and eggs, as those all have all essential amino acids in them, which makes them a full protein. But there are a ton of other plant-based proteins that you can also add. And those include foods like peas, hemp seeds, nuts, brown rice, soybeans, lentils, tofu, whole grains, quinoa, chickpeas, and nut butters as well. And if you're still having difficulty getting to those numbers, you can also add in a protein powder. No matter what the type, there's a ton of them out there, ranging from whey-based protein powders to plant-based. If you're looking for a good protein brand, I really like the Naked Nutrition. It's just very minimally processed and has just a few ingredients, which is what I look for in a protein. Check out my intermittent fasting guide for women for more information on how to better improve your overall health as a woman, and I will see you in the next video.